Capitol Hill ambapo Raila Odinga, kiongozi wa upinzani ODM, anakutana na viongozi kutoka kaunti ya Garissa na eneo zima la kaskazini mashariki mwa Kenya. Tuvuke kule moja kwa moja.
Country, so that we unite the people of Kenya in accordance with the 9 points identified in the Building Bridges initiative. We want to, as I've said before, deal a blow to ethnic politics, politics of division, politics of discrimination. We also want to ensure that there's uniform development across the length and the breadth of our country, Kenya. We want to tap the great potential that this country has for the betterment of lives of the people of this country. We want also to ensure that the resources of our country are used for the benefit of our people. And that's why we have targeted corruption as a major enemy of the people of Kenya. This war against corruption, as we have said before, does not target any particular individual or community, but it is aimed at criminals who have been plundering the wealth of our country. We have also said that we will re-examine the governance structure of our country to make it more responsive to the needs of our people. David, I don't want to say much more. I'm going to invite Honorable Shield to introduce their leader and to speak on their behalf. Thank you.
And Your Excellency, Right Honorable Raila Odinga, and the press, here in front of you are leaders from Garissa County. These are people who even contested in the last general elections and other professionals from the 6 constituencies. We decided Garissa should not be left in this handshake. We also came out of Garissa last general elections really divided. And when we saw or we heard about the handshake, it was a God-given one. Today, it is the start of Ramadan. And Ramadan, we are being told, according to our religion, is the month for forgiveness. We Garissa people have forgiven each other, and we ask all Kenyans to forgive each other. The handshake. We want to fight corruption. If there's any people who have really seen the problem of corruption, it is Garissa County. Because a northeastern province at large, and also people from the pastoral areas where development is minimal. That money, which we lose every year, billions and billions, could have helped us and our children and our aging fathers and mothers. Truly indeed, we urge both His Excellency, the President Uhuru Kenyatta, and Right Honorable Raila Odinga to really go ahead without looking backwards. We fully support them in this endeavor, bringing Kenya together and making sure that every corner of Kenya really feels that they have really benefited from this beautiful country of ours. You know very well, in that area where we live in Northeastern Province and other arid areas, people will always talk about Kenya, believing that they are not part of Kenya because they have been really marginalized. This road, the handshake, is a way of saying no to marginalization, that we are all equal. There's no reason why in every election that we must fight. Today, we have been put in the mode of elections. We want people to deliver. We don't need chest thumping and going around and talking about 2022. We want those people who have told us that they're going to give us some development, do it now. Let's make sure that everywhere in Kenya, regardless of who supported who, should also feel that development and feel that inclusiveness. With those few remarks, I say thank you, and Honorable Raila Odinga, for giving us this opportunity. And we, people from Garissa and Northeastern Province, are here with you. Thank you very much.
I just want to add here that today, as you know, is the beginning of the holy month of Ramadan. And therefore, I want to take the opportunity to wish them Ramadan Kareem and Saum Maqbool of all the Muslims in the country. We join them, we know the meaning of Ramadan, we know the meaning of Islam, and we join all of them in this celebration. Honorable Junaid Mohammed.
Thank you, Your Excellency. First, I want to take this opportunity to thank our brothers from Garissa for visiting His Excellency the Prime Minister today, so that we can advance the agenda of the handshake forward. This country, the savior of this country is the handshake, as you know, because this is the only thing that will bring our country back to where it is supposed to be. Because some of the things that's happening in our country is really shocking. For example, the kind of corruption that has taken place in our country. But what I wanted to say as a leader from Migori is that it can't be that when people are accused of corruption, it's only one individual who fights for them. When the governor of Kiambu is accused of corruption, he's defended by one person. When the governor of Samburu is accused of corruption, he's defended by one person. When my own governor from Migori is accused of corruption, he's defended by one person. It can't be only one person can defend corruption in our country. And that person, you know, I don't want to say names, and that's my own opinion as Junaid Mohammed, the Member of Parliament for Suna East. So these are leaders who have come now so that they can help the country fight that scourge. Because the way the country is going, if it's left unattended to, the way the Prime Minister and His Excellency the President have come together to help this country, then we will not have a country in the future called Kenya. Thank you so much.
Any questions?
Just wanted to know from people from the Garissa County, any specific things you intend to gain from, you want to gain from the handshake, and then your position in the matter of referendum, because one of the things being raised and all that is that there need to be a change in the constitution.
Okay.
First of all, what we intend to gain from the handshake and the crusade. Yeah, my name is Hassan Haji. I worked a former civil servant and now the chairman of this team forum. What we intend to gain from the handshake is unity. After unity, we also need peace. And then after peace, we need to make sure that at least resources are actually equitably shared by the people of Garissa, Northeastern, at large, and Kenya. So that's what we intend to gain. And we just want to follow exactly the handshake, because ours is going to the grassroots. They will do it at the national, so we are the foot soldiers to go to the grassroots, unite the people. Oh, you asked me about referendum. Referendum, it will all depend on